And action!
You disgust me. Grow up.
Good day, one and all, moviegoers across the land. Welcome back to What's the Script, episode 18. And this week it is the animated classic from DreamWorks, which is Megamind. But first of all, Chris, how you doing, mate?
I am doing superb, mate. I am doing superb.
Good. Just this, you've got wee eyes there, no, that's why I asked if you were drinking yesterday and you said you weren't, so.
No,
You just a tired boy.
No, you just need to adjust. It's raining and it's grey skies in Glasgow, mate. It's
I know.
horrible and dull.
I know. I'll thank you to watch your language as well.
Oh, I'll get them in the now. I'll get them in the now. Fucking shite, fuck shite.
I've just we've had a wee chat there, and I'm going to try my best to abstain from swearing. I can't guarantee I will not, but I'll be conscious of it.
Aye, he's going to fucking try.
So, mate, Megamind, 2009, wasn't it? 7?
No, 10. 10, I think it was. Aye, 2010.
Oh,
If you can do your math, that's nearly 10 years ago, that.
12 years, mate. 12 years.
What's happened in 12 years?
Yeah, things are a lot more expensive, that's for blooming sure. So, obviously, I probably wouldn't have watched this film if I never had my twin boys that'll be 4 in September. So, I've just happened across it on Netflix maybe 3 years ago, and the Waynes loved it. And as a result, I've seen it, and I kid you not, about 300 times, run about that ballpark. Honestly.
Well, like I said, the last episode, the first time I heard about it was my favourite. Oh, have you seen that Megamind? It's like, what do you do? You know what I mean?
Are you my dad?
Aye.
What is you?
We never watched cartoons. It finishes at the Lion King for us, mate. Don't try and create another one.
Aye. Just leave it there, Dan. Just leave it there. Antelope eat the grass, Dan. Remember, that's it.
Simba.
I'm going to do that to somebody soon.
Tomato sauce. Just
Get to Big Robin work and he'll end up phoning a sickie, man.
Oh, fuck.
So, as I say, I maybe wouldn't have come across this, but I'm glad I did. I think it's absolutely a tremendous film. You look at the cast, man, right? Will Ferrell, Brad Pitt, Tina Fey, David Cross, Ben Stiller even gets a wee bit in it, and Jonah Hill. You're like, whoa, why was this no where the billboards in 2010?
Yeah. Plus, it's right up your street, I know, because it's really Superman based.
It is very much so. Even down to Space Dads, you're like, Marlon Brando there. You know what I mean?
Because I think the actual premise for this was what would happen if Lex Luthor actually beat Superman.
Aye.
Which
Aye.
is
75% of the movie is taken.
100%. It's 100%, mate.
Right for the get-go, you know what I mean? She says, we just start with, this is my day so far, and it's him talking, and he's falling. You know what I mean? Lost the girl of my dreams, got beat up pretty good, went to jail. Oh, and I'm falling to my death.
I know. It's fucking mad Will Ferrell. He's just utilising his mad voice, isn't he?
When I first heard it, the first person I thought of was the guy who plays in Zoolander.
Well, I thought that, but see later on, I thought it was his guy in Austin Powers.
Aye.
the guy with the wee fez hat. I have broken my other leg.
I'm in quite a bit of pain right now. If someone could throw me a Band-Aid or a Tylenol. Fucking brilliant, man. Oh, but as he's writing about it, his Will Ferrell can only be, he says, so I'm falling to my death, but he says, but let's take you right back to the start. And it is, I mean, it's Krypton in it.
Aye, fucking, he's getting put in a wee pod with his mother and father. It's like, because the planet's dying and all that. And he goes, you will grow up to be, and then the pod shuts and he goes, oh, I didn't hear that last part.
Sounds like it could have been important. Here is your minion, and here is your binky. You have been chosen, Harlow.
But it's just the way they play with it, isn't it? Because it turns out there's another planet going through the same thing. And he's like, aye. Another kid's parents for the neighbouring world had the same idea, and you see them. Know what I mean?
Be ramshackle, exhaust blowing kind of escape point. Metro Man's in the big shiny gold egg.
Aye, fucking brilliant, man. Aye.
And barreled milk bottles either side, do you see? Blowing raspberries and all that. Had the same idea.
Aye. But I know they end up coming to Earth, don't they? And you think Megamind's about to land in this big mansion, like Wayne Manor, in it. He's like, then bang, knocked aside. You know what I mean? Fucking, what do you call him? Metro Man, he goes in, doesn't he?
Ends up sliding right under the Christmas tree. Oh, look, darling, a baby. Yeah. Yes, dear, I saw it and thought of you. Right there. He's been volleyed into the prison yard, man.
I know, man. And it's quite questionable that they spotted this Wayne in the prison. You know what I mean?
I'm going to put that down to being a cartoon, Christopher.
Nah, mate. Nah. If you want to be taken seriously, you need to act serious.
It's obviously a good prison that didn't have any paedophilic tendencies in it, hopefully.
And they also had some sort of playing cards as well. It's just, policeman bad.
From wrong.
But it just shows, just like the whole montage in it, it just shows you how they start growing up and their paths cross and all this. But then they end up in like some sort of play school together or something, isn't it?
Aye, so he's talking and he says, I learnt right from wrong. Well, my counterpart had amazing powers, could learn to fly and had amazing hair. Flying about the man. Look, dear, a baby can fly. Yes. Nothing but the best for you, darling. You know. Brilliant. So, it goes on about his amazing intellect. He causes a ruckus. And he says, after a few years and some time off for good behaviour, I went to a strange place called Sure.
I don't know if I'd see that. That's a Will Ferrell, isn't it? You can tell he's had these influence on this.
The mispronunciation of words carries on from start to finish all through the film. It's brilliant.
It's like Ron Burgundy, isn't it? Just San Diego.
Yeah.
He's in this wee place, isn't he? Shul, and he's quickly finding out that he's good at being bad, and Metro Man's the goody two shoes, isn't it?
But it's not before it tries to fit in and all that. Do you know what I mean? He's no evil for the get-go. It says when I arrived at Shul, it says I'd already seen that my counterpart had amassed a great army. And then he says he bought their affection was lavish, delicious gifts. And he's like, with the popcorn. I too. And then again, he mispronounces it. He says, I too would grant them this poppet corn. I know. Sorry, folks, I'm going to get into fucking. Oh, sweat! Oh!
Hey.
Mad
it's
voice
50
mode.
pence.
I know. I'm going to get into mad voice mode in this. I don't mean to do so, but.
You did. I was like, I mean, he's going to end up with a split personality in this one.
Oh, nobody watch this with me. This film, no way, man. But Aye, mate. So it ends up, he realises he can't win, trying to fit in. So he says, if I'm going to be evil, I'm going to be the most evil person. Makes some chemicals, makes everybody blue, gets expelled, and Metro Man flies away with a shoe.
Aye. Right. You can wait till later say later on in the film, isn't it?
So it just ends with that, just saying that's where our great rivalry began. Says he would win some fights, I would almost win others.
Aye, and it's all these bad newspaper clippings, isn't it? All the fights and stuff.
He would take the name of Metro Man, defender of atrocity.
It's
something a little more humble. Megamind. Little genius, an incredibly handsome master of all villainry.
It's just this, man. I think that's why you like it, by the way. It's obviously because you're into your superheroes and that, but it's just like telling stuff down.
I am Will Ferrell with a cape. The Black Mamba.
Oh, the Black Mamba.
So that's that. We're in the present day, and the warden's walking down the corridor to solve the confinement. He's up to the wee cell door, just sees the chair spinning, and he thinks, oh, a noise escaped. Megamind just goes, boom! Good morning, warden. Great news. I'm aware of my ways, and I'm ready to become a good member of society. Just that boo, man. Brilliant.
Oh, fucking aye. It's just,
And then others like to his flit. You're evil. You'll always be evil. Not no change. You're fun. Griffin moment, mate.
Oh, mate.
I'll let you take a shot. On you go.
No, wiring, mate. Aye, but what is it? Aye, the wardens came to see him because Metro Man sent him a watch, isn't it? Aye, this is a watch. For you, what is it for you to count every second of your life sentences or so?
85 life sentences. But funny, I never knew Metro Man was a gloating type. Oh, but he does have nice taste. I think I'll keep it.
Aye, and it's all a ruse, isn't it?
Aye, little do we know the watch. As soon as he looks at it, it scans his face, and it's brilliant, man. And Metro says, "Do you happen to have the time?" He says, looks like you're going to be late by several thousand years.
Aye, because he starts walking away, doesn't he, through the prison, and obviously this thing cloaks you or gives you a disguise. So as he's walking through the jail, it turns him into Megamind, and they think that Megamind's escaped again.
The girls just jump him, didn't they? Hey guys, drag him into Megamind's cell. Megamind takes the watch and escapes, turns into the warden, backs at the door saying, "You were right, I'll always be evil." That was me back now. The people listening to this.
Oh. But then, it cuts to was Roxanne at Metro Man's museum opening, and the cameraman Hal, who's Seth Rogen. no Seth Rogen, Jonah Hull.
You really did watch something else. There must be a murder scene at the end of this. Cameraman is Bill Cosby. And,
he does some questionable things. Aye. No, but Jonah Hull, that's his character.
It was head over heels in love with Roxanne. Roxanne's the Lois Lane, do you know what I mean, type figure in this. And how's the Jimmy Olsen? It is this. Okay, let's just get a coffee or something. Like I don't know. Maybe you'll say I love you. Like I love you. I don't love you. Yes, I love you. I mean, let's just go. But then it turns out to see her answer. She's been kidnapped in the invisible car.
The invisible car.
It took me a few watches of this, and then I watched it and I was like, I'm going to watch for this. It's brilliant, man. The invisible car coming in the background. You see people get knocked out the road and then balloons get up there and all that.
Aye, there's a lot of, and like you said the other night, the animation in it's quite good, man. But it's Minion, isn't it? Minion has kidnapped Roxanne and he drives to the jail to pick up Megamind.
His wee robot fucking what? His wee robot hairy monkey hand comes out the motor and sprays her and kidnaps her. And then excuse me. Aye, so we go back to the prison. Megamind comes out as the warden, and Minion pulls up in the invisible car. Well, hello there, handsome.
What is it? Aye, that's it. You fish. Aye, but they've already hatched this plan, isn't it? They're gonna. It's the same old rigmarole. It kidnaps Roxanne and goads Metro Man into a fight, isn't it?
Aye, that's it. So Megamind escapes, Roxanne's been kidnapped, and then we go right back to Metro Man Day and him busting through a wall going, hey, put your hands in the air. And then what's in it? The littlest conversation. And Metro Man doing the high fives and the baby juggles.
Oh, he's treated like a mad god, isn't he? But I was killing myself laughing last night. He's talking to everybody. It's all about you. You help me do this, and then the guy goes, "I love you, Metro Man, and I love you, random citizen."
And his badge laugh after it. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, it's just pure Brad Pitt in it, man.
This greatest honour is the good people of Metro City is serving you. That means saving their lives. A pathetic bunch of wasters. Brilliant.
The thing with the show up to goes back to Megamind and that, didn't it? And they're going into his lair and just see that bit and all, and back to laughing. So when they walk into the office, they laugh.
Aye. Have you missed evil there? It's been cold and damp, just the way you like it. The brain bots have missed you. Ow, 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 ow. Who wants the wrench? Who wants the wrench? What wrench? Go get the wrench. Minions like that. She's starting to wake up. They've got Roxanne Eddie's shooter and dumps on the chair and he does the Bond villain, didn't he? Miss Ritchie. Stroke the brain bot.
That's how we make. I think it's funny about this, man. It takes like pot shots at see just things in all these films.
Right.
Oh, quality, man.
She's totally unimpressed. This must be about the 100th time she's been kidnapped, isn't
it? And he's like, "Oh, you're so predictable." And he goes, "Is that right? What about this?" And she goes, "Alligators," before it opens and all that. This mad spinning boot thing.
Been done.
Then he's got his back turned into it and she says, "Oh, the spider's new." And he's like, "The spider?"
Oh, yes, the spider. One bite from Arachnostaticus will render you and it lands on his eye.
And Minion slaps him.
Get it off! Get it off!
Oh, fucking.
It's so boring, Megamind. Your plans never fail. He goes, let's just call your boyfriend in tights, shall we? Let's just get to this bit, you know what I mean? And then back to Metro Man Day and the black clouds are coming up and stuff.
Aye, the villainy entrance in it. And he's on the big screen, just talking. I can't remember the bit, you know, the whole spiel. He's like that. He said, "A dish best served whatever cold," and he's like, "No, it's a dish best served cold." He's like, "But not if you reheat it. It can be reheated."
Reheated in the microwave of evil. Microwaves expire. What if I have extended warranty? Warranty's expired. Girls, calm down. You're both pretty. Can we just go home now? But that's just a wee bit down the line, man, when he gets into the observatory. Just before that, he's arrived and he's like, Megamind. They're all booing at him. No, that, and he goes right up to the camera. Yes, I can do that too. Boo, boo. Just come and get Roxanne Ritchie. Don't panic, Roxy. I'm on my way.
I was trying to build up this big suspense thing, into, and she goes, we're in the old observatory. And he's like,
No, don't listen to her. She's crazy. But he flies there. He's right into the observatory, and the door's shut behind him. And he's like, wait a minute. And then Megamind starts laughing, and Roxanne's, what are you laughing for? Says, you didn't think I sent him to the, you didn't think we were in the real observatory, did you? And it shows the tap of evil there, where some plywood fucking observatory being built.
but he's trapped. He's trapped in Metro Man in this observatory, isn't he? And he's like powering up the death ray that harnesses the power of the sun. That they need to wait each other. But again, see another bit that fucking the Brad Pitt character. He's like, justice is an ideal, a belief. Shut up.
Justice is just best served cold. It's warm. So they have that back and forth, and then goes like, let's see if you can withstand the full unadulterated power of the sun. Fire! And he's just left hanging. But Minion goes, what's wrong, Minion? Warming up, sir. Warming up? The sun is warming up any second now, and it's just a minute. Sorry.
And it cuts back to the crowd at the museum and on. They were just sitting like that. You can hear it all.
Local plan. But in the background, you can just see the TV monitor. Because Metro Man says, I'm on my way now, Roxy. And you just see him going like that, bang, bang. They can't get out the dome. He's like, fudgesicle, crab nuggets.
And that gets his attention in it, Megamind. And he turns around and I was like, you brilliant, you done it.
Mad genius, you. You found my weakness. What? What kind of trickery is this? It's by power. Copper? You're kidding, right?
And it's just because all these things he's tried, and it's like, copper? Really?
The inside of a wild plug drains your power. Really? It's just still trying to suss him out when the death ray obviously heats up. Boom! Big explosion. And Metro Man gets hurt, doesn't he?
Aye, that's. But you see this big explosion, dust cloud, and all that, and then you just see this like missile coming towards them, and everybody's all, "Oh, Metro Man survived!" All these guys, but he lands on Megamind, didn't he?
Aye.
He does the next thing. He throws the cape up, and it's a skeleton.
Child skeleton. Everybody, it just has. They all have their thumbnail. It's first one's a Minion. You did it, sir. I did it. And then it pans to the crowd, pans to the warden, pans to the. He did it.
Yeah, and about the bad guy fucking finally wins on it.
That's it. That's why we like it, mate. We like it. Every dog has his day kind of scenario. So after that, AC/DC, them walking down the street is and about Brainbot's date and time go ow, 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 and obviously the showmanship's brilliant. That's him getting up to the town hall and the police are there and they're all shaking with the guns and stuff. Go behind them, it's superb.
Aye, I guess he does say that later on, doesn't he? You've not got the presentation. I was going to say jazz hands.
No, I'm going to speak to you without words. He's walking up to the podium and all that, and it's highway to hell. And when he goes to turn it off, loving you, highway.
I completely ruins the moment.
That is right. First, what a turnout, huh? How wild is this? Huh?
Aye. he's saying to him, "Oh, what's your plans and all this?" And he's just, "I'm going to do whatever. I'm going to take over." Yada yada yada.
Think of the most terrifying, evil thing you can imagine, and multiply it by 6.
Just a random number. But then he makes his exit, and he goes into City Hall, and then Minion follows behind him and starts, slam the door. They can still see you. You just see the silhouettes of him moving.
What about now? Yeah, you can still see you now. Brilliant, man. So they're in what looks like the Oval Office. It's obviously meant to be, but it's wherever, the Metro City office. Immediately goes like that, what a grand design, and then goes right up to the big window. What is this huge monitor? Only seems to be carrying one channel. The kids are calling that a window, sir. Wow, it's amazed by a window.
What was it? I think his Minion says to him, "Oh, he's like, oh, because Megamind says something like, I did it, Mum, Dad, I did it." And then Minion goes like that. "They was smiling down on you from evil heaven, sir."
Aye. Leaving up for hell, you know what I mean? It's evil heaven. Oh, for the bad guys go if they're really good bad guys. Oh, brilliant. So they're just either in on and they just start spinning the chair and when we can do anything with it's all mine, and it's Ozzy Osbourne, Crazy Train, man.
It's just a montage of him taking air into it, just running the city.
He's tagged everything with blue spray paint. Megamind's shop and all that, man. And having a play fight with bags of change. Till he gets his jaw dislocated or anything. But all quiet is done. He's felt his boots. There's a fire engine stuck in the building, and it's just him sitting in the office with everything he's wanted: paintings, money, works of art, and he's unfulfilled, isn't he?
He's got everything, but he's not got a person to fight his evilness. Know what I mean? There's no good to his bad.
Aye.
So he's just sitting there, like you say, he's unfulfilled.
He's sitting there and depressed out his nut, and he's got the wee table ornament. I know how you feel, little bird. Always thirsty, never full. Because he's sadness today is away, and even Minion can bust in the door. Going up the rails on a crazy sir. Playing guitar with a statue David. I
know one. Oh.
But he's trying to cheer him up. He says, "What about tomorrow if we go and kidnap Roxanne Ritchie?" And his wee eyes light up, then he go, "Oh, what's the point? If he'd go there." "Oh, sir, never mind."
No, Moonlight, he's looking at the window and he sees the big statue of Metro Man. And it cuts to a scene, it's Roxanne, isn't it? I think there's no turn on the TV and Roxanne's doing a report. Metro Man's gone. He was the best he has noticed. What is your plans for us, Megamind? What's your plans?
And just at the very end of the report, which is easy to miss, just as he starts to talk, you hear her going like that. "Join us after the break for world domination. What's your role?" And he goes in his jammies away up to the Metro Man Museum, which is where, fun enough, Roxanne has went as well, and they're both up different elevators now, aren't they?
And there's a wee guy up there, Bernard, or Bernard, whatever you want to call him. Bernard. But he's up there. He's a wee. What is he supposed to be? The curator?
Curator, aye. Intellectual people.
Aye. But he's obviously depressing and void of a personality, you know what I mean? Knows everything about Metro Man and Megamind, but nothing else. And like Megamind's up there reminiscing all the battles we had. He's up there with a bunch of floors.
Aye.
But he's like, just looking at him like, it's good to remember you, all that. While it lasts, because he's obviously planted bombs all over the place. It countdown's like 3 minutes.
It's so hard to look at you through my big window, so I'm sorry I've got to do this. And then the floors drop and there's a detonator in it. It just What's in the bottom, as you say, with all the TNT and dynamite. Ow, 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 ow.
Yeah. But Roxanne's heard them, I know, hasn't she? She's heard them talking to the statue, and she runs round to see who it is. But then he bumps into Bernard, isn't it? And assumes that his identity with the watch disguises himself. What is it? He dehydrates him, doesn't he? Aye.
Yeah, puts him in his pocket, his jammy pocket, and turns into Bernard. And by that time, Roxanne comes around and goes, "Oh, it's you, Bernard." And he goes, "Yes, it's me, Bernard." Is that my name? But that's the only time that anybody that changes their identity with a watch, it still keeps his own voice. Still maintains voice. That's one tiny little plot hole in this whole thing, because obviously it changes to the warden's voice, Space Dad voice, as well as that. Do you know what I mean? So it's good, man. Brilliant. So Roxanne thinks it's Bernard. Bernard, I can't even say it right now. He's like, yes, let's talk about it. But I think we should leave in the next 2 minutes, 39 seconds. Why? Says, because we're having the walls and ceiling removed.
Aye. He sends her away in a taxi. Oh, no, Deshino gave him the idea, we need to create like a new hero or something, somebody to stand up to him. And that's the kind of a light bulb moment for Megamind. I'll create a new hero.
Inadvertently says that we need to put our faith in a new hero or find a new hero, and his eyes light up. Because just before that, like, I did in the lift, and she says, "I wish we had a reset button." And he goes, and he turns around and says, "No, I looked into that. The science is just outrageous." All right. Thought you were meant to be a librarian, you know what I mean?
I know. But he sends her away up the road in a taxi or something, didn't he? And the next thing is like, he's leaping my boot. Oh, I've got this idea. And the next thing, the statue blows up. I am too close.
It starts today's big evil monologue, and he gets his timing right. Only in the future shall we bang. Right? Oh, I'm actually too close. I'm genuinely scared right now.
That just took me back to that bit with Will Ferrell and see the other guys. See the bit the office blows up, and he's like, "I'm internally bleeding." What?
I've tried to stand up. I've broken the other leg. So it goes back to the evil there, and he's trying to relay his plan to Minion. Minion's standing there with the donuts and the coffee. So what you talking about? And then he says to him, "What do you see, Minion?" He looks at Megamind's cape. He went, "Dandruff." Exactly. DNA. With this DNA, I shall harness the powers of Metro Man and have a new adversary. You know what I mean? So it's a very bad idea, sir. Yes, it's a wickedly bad idea. No. It's a bad idea. Oh, you don't know good for bad.
He just says about the science, doesn't he? And he starts creating what is it he creates? Is that a seed?
It's like, I would just think it's like a wee plutonium glowing thing inside a gun. You know what I mean? That's probably a seed, because at that time he gets it in the gun, as you say, mate, to infuse it into, because he's not picked who's wanting to date to yet, the powers, and that's when his phone goes, and he doesn't know what it is. Coming from there, sir. When it was, hello. oh, hello.
Because it's Roxanne, isn't it? She's phoning who she thinks is Bernard.
Yes.
That she's from Megamind's hideout. Know what I mean? And he's like, how did you find it? She went, "It's the only building in Metro City that's got a fake observatory and stuff." He's like,
"Oh, right, good thing." And he's like, "I find the entrance though." And then he goes, "Oh, I found the entrance." And there's a doormat. It's just a secret entrance because Minion kept getting lost.
Oh, brilliant one.
And again, Hal's with her, but by the time she's went in the entrance, she's turned around, she's away again. So he's just stoking about outside.
looking for Roxanne while she's into this hideout has. But Megamind disguises himself as Bernard again, doesn't he? We're going to keep changing his name. Bernard, Bernard,
Barnard,
Bernard.
B-Dog, Baby Al, Seven Al. So I comes into Bernard and he's right there before she's even hung the phone up. She said, "How did you get here so fast?" I was speed walking. Yes, it's a new thing called formal speed walking, but that's not important right now.
Oh, what a buzz, man. Aye, but we're looking about for this. What is it? She's just looking about into it. Can you help me decipher all this stuff?
Wants to find out what his plan is, because we still don't know what Megamind's big plan is. And then he says, "Oh, look at this. This looks exciting." And it's the exit. You know what I mean?
Aye. That's short for exciting.
Aye.
That's it. It's the wee robots start attacking them, isn't it?
Yes.
And they don't know that it's Megamind. So
pick him up and drag him away and all that. It's like, "Oh, it's me, it's Daddy." Back to Megamind and they drop him. Then Roxanne appears and minions drop the gun. She picks it up and all that. "Megamind, where's Bernard?" "Oh, I'm doing terrible things to him." And then he just looks in the cell and starts like back and forth with himself.
I release him and all that, and then he has to go down and kid on his fight with himself and all.
Oh, you work out, and oh yes, and I can feel it, and you're strangely charismatic. Oh, brilliant, man.
But eventually he stays as Bernard.
Dog. And then comes to, goes round the corner, turns into Megamind, jumps out to try and get the gun, and the gun goes off, ricochets a few places and goes into a pipe, and to the walls the outside, and Hal's just standing looking at this pipe, and now he hears, "Ding! Ow!" up his nose or something like that, I'm guessing.
Aye. Well, that's an on. Roxanne actually runs for the exit, and it's where he keeps all the crocodiles in it.
Aye.
You're right about that, though. It was exciting.
Aye. Just Megamind can't spell, obviously, but so they fling dynamite to the brain bots, and he's like, "Bit extreme, isn't it?" She's like, "Just throw it." "I'm sorry." Then they're outside, and Hal's there with a big lump in his nose.
He starts getting jealous, doesn't he? Like, "Oh, how could you be with her if we're the girl and all that?" Know what I mean? And it's like the first, like, "Oh, you're a bit of a weird stalker, you."
Yeah, it's very stalkerish. "Are you okay?" He went, Yeah. I was just about to plan my frontal assault when 50 ninjas attacked me. I just finished with the last one when news came out. You know what I mean? Like, aye, we bother Hal.
Oh, brilliant, man.
I think I might have heard this and believes it.
Aye.
And then realises that the feathers have went up his nose.
Yeah. Aye, but they're deciding to leave, aren't they? And then that's when Roxanne gives Megamind a cuddle. And then that's the first kind of seed of feelings for Roxanne, innit?
"See you later, partner."
Aye.
So then attached, Megamind and Minion, they're in the invisible motor, and they're outside Hal's house, waiting on him coming home after his ordeal. And he's right up at the window and all that. "Look at him, Minion. Such a fine specimen. I couldn't have picked a better human." And he's down the motor and all that. Then you look them up and says, he's not achieved anything in his life. Do you know what I mean? This is totally the wrong person. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nonsense, Minion.
Aye. And as in he's like, "I'll diffuse him," because the gun's got a diffuse as well. Because soon they go up to the flat, they blow the door in, but he's got one of the fold up beds. It just goes into the ceiling, and he's like looking for him. "Hal."
Hal, am I saying it right? Hal Stewart. The bed just comes back to, "You guys, is this a robbery? Because the woman across the hall's got way better stuff than me."
And he goes to go at it. So that was hurling at us, but I know. He goes, "Minion, give him the spray," just to knock him out. And he goes, "Oh, it's ran out." And he goes, I'll use the forget me stick. Bang.
Get the stick. They start getting a caution, start calling it that. So knocks, puts him in his bed, back up into the wall. There's very little time goes past, and then I can smell something. He starts cooking right away. I can smell burning. He just went, oh, it's ready. Places. As much does it his space, Dad. So
and stepmom, all he does is pulls on a wig and that's up for anything.
And then Stephen Space Dad's looking at her as if you think, first of all, is that your disguise? So he goes, what? He goes, you look fantastic. So then, boom, it's just this like silhouette of Hal coming busting out his wall, and he's like a superhero now, isn't
he? Who later becomes Titan, but he was the wee fat ginger cameraman. He's now all built and muscly and all that, but it's just Space Dad's voice. it's like Vito Corleone or something, isn't it?
It's always when Alan Brando's Jor-El in the original Superman film. Hi, I'm your father. Your father. He goes, is this a dream? Is your dream come true? And who are you? I'm your space stepmom. Does that make sense? I've had some work done. David Cross, man, he's funny. You see, a lot of people don't know who he is until they see a photo of him and go, is that David Cross? Right, aye. Yes.
For anybody that doesn't remember him, I'm sure he's the guy in the wheelchair in Scary Movie 2.
That's right. Fight me. The horn. Radical sad.
I don't know what the hell that is, but I like it anyway.
Oh, my germs.
All the little titties and the vaginas. I think we just went by on his arm, no swelling anymore.
I know. So, Space Stepdad goes, you've been blessed with unfathomable powers. What powers? Unfathomable. Without fathom. He says, now this turns around and he's going to do a big monologue. He says, it may take you some months to comprehend this, but, and then Hal just, no freaking way, because he says he can fly, busts it, and then inside the motor, I'm going to be a hero.
I know, just
look, minion.
So he starts training him on that, didn't he?
Yes, training him on ELO.
Just you're the best. And then it's like
Mr. Blue Sky, isn't it? Dun, dun, dun,
and in the middle of that as well, Roxanne. She's like hanging. She's going out on dates with him, isn't he? And he's starting to get more and more like feelings for Roxanne.
Aye, when he's not training him, he's out with her, and they're building a relationship and all that. All the while, Hal still obviously is infatuated with her, but his mind's off it just now until he kind of hones his skills. But it's good. He's doing the training montage and he's fighting the Megamind dummy, and then he starts melting the face off it. Zach. The flames of my evil burn bright. Now you say something. Look, can't even feel it. Doesn't even hurt.
And whilst this is happening as well, because Megamind's been going out on dates with Roxanne, like the city's like getting covered in garbage, if you want to go down that road and all that, and
garbage.
He's starting to become a better person because he cleans it up and all that for her.
Yeah.
So it's like you're kind of starting to see the character kind of switch a wee bit.
There's a wee bit of training in the training montage. He's met the training hangman, but his phone goes, and that's where you see the LOL smiley face. What are you doing? Nothing. You know what I mean? Why are we cleaning up the city? Because we don't want to have a great battle in a dump now, do we?
Right.
So ends up in the park bench, training's over, they're looking over the city at the sunset. They've hatched the plan that tomorrow's going to be D-Day. Like, you're going to fight Megamind tomorrow and the city will know your name and all that. Unsheath your Cheetos. to Titan! But, sorry, I forgot about, he gives him the wee suit, didn't he? You can say that, mate.
He gives him the new Titan suit into it, and he's like, he wears it like a bib. It's a bit small, is it though?
But he gets the suit and he goes, do I have a son? No, you make me laugh. It stretches.
Oh, brilliant, man.
What's the T for? Titan. Wow, why? It was the only name left to copyright. Oh.
When it cuts back to his hideout, isn't it? And Minion's working on his new cape. And he goes, I call this one the Black Mamba.
Oh, evil TV, you know what I mean?
Oh.
But this time, he gets another text and then says, I need to go out and do some chores. He's like, what do you mean? You don't do chores? What's going on? What's happening here? Minion's had enough, hasn't he?
Aye, and that leads it to, like, he realises that Megamind's got feelings for Roxanne, and he's like,
You're falling in love with her. Don't be. You're forgetting your place, Minion. Aye.
They don't have an argument or that into it, and fighting it because he goes to take the invisible car and he goes, no, you're not getting it, and steals the car keys. That's just...
Then he reins in his big extendable arm, takes them off him, then he puts them into his wee fishbowl and all that. Says, you're supposed to be evil. And he says, well, maybe I don't want to be evil anymore. And Minion goes, oh.
And he goes, no, what? Here, gives him the keys. And he goes, I'm going to pack my thing. And it's just the fish food. And a wee shiny suitcase.
Do you know, I never clicked to that for about 30 episodes of watching it, man. I just noticed it was just one thing that was his fish food and a lunchbox.
Oh, mate. I know that's like every cartoon, the wee sad part into it. Pal falls out with his pal, and it's just, aye.
My last words were, good luck on your date. I will. That doesn't even make any sense. I know.
Oh, brilliant, man. Oh.
Then after that, they've had to fall out for it. Roxanne, she's in her own flat. She's working it out. She's putting all the paper together, and she looks at it from a different angle. She sees Titan, so she's worked it out. She's obviously a super sleuth, you know what I mean?
Aye.
And you just hear, my super ears are burning.
Aye. Big fucking creepy. He's there. Oh, why? I'm here to romance you. What? No.
Yeah. I'm Titan and all that. And he goes, oh, he's away doing because back up a flower stall. Got you some flowers, but I don't know what kind you don't like, so I got you all of them. And then, but Space Dad's told him before that you should rescue her. She doesn't know who his love interest is. Rescue her, and then she'll be forever yours. So he just fucking kidnaps her, doesn't he?
Aye. Aye, drops her a couple of times. Then, what is it? He takes her up to the top tower, isn't it? It's like a big building. It's like the symbol for the city. And then that's when he reveals that it's Hal, the cameraman. And she's like, oh, there's a want with you.
Oh, hey, Superman now, are we? But eyes like, ta-da. She's like, Hal? Yeah, that means there's nothing between us now. Look, I'm a superhero. I'm a good guy. And she goes, you're a good guy, Hal, but this isn't right. This isn't you and all that. So basically knocks him back, dumps him. He takes the petted lip and flies away, smashing all the windows and leaving her at the top of that tower.
Aye, doesn't take it too well, that boy.
Yeah.
But again,
Maybe Homelander.
aye. Well, that's what I was going to ask. Well, out the whole thing as well. Out of the animated superheroes, not that. Do you think who would win out the Incredibles and Titan?
Titan should win because he's got the powers to win. However, he's a dumbass, and the Incredibles would work out how to beat him. Aye.
There you go. There you go. So if anybody wanted to know the answer to that, there you go.
Plus, there's 4 Incredibles. They can amalgamate their powers.
Yeah.
See whoever's making the next Fantastic Four. Just look at the edibles.
Aye.
Did it? It's a wee blueprint. It can be done. Do you know what I mean? Stop giving us this garbage.
What was that? Ooh.
Many Fantastic Fours. We had 3 absolute garbage car crashes of films. People go, I kind of like the Silver Surfer, but no, that was garbage, I know.
Yeah.
He was all conquering, devouring the world on behalf of the big man, and then at the very end decides all of it a conscience. You know what I mean? Very good. Sorry. See, that's why you shouldn't ask questions.
I'm just sitting here like that. He's losing his mind.
I shall not ask him anything ever again during the podcast. Let it dead right now.
But the next scene it goes to Bernard and Roxanne, and they're out on a date, isn't it?
Aye. So it's just right after she's been flung about the city by Titan. I know. How in for there, we'll never know, but she makes the date. She's a wee bit late. And it says, "Oh, look at your hair. It's exciting."
Because it's all stuck up for the flying about, isn't it?
Yes.
But it's. She says to who she thinks is Bernard. We should just call this episode Bernard.
Aye, definitely.
But she's saying to him. So it's they're on the date, isn't it? And she's revealing to him that she thinks she's discovered his plan for Titan.
I was sitting there listening, going, "Oh, really? That's a left take in."
And whatever, I can't remember how it leads to it, but the next part, they lean in for a wee kiss. But she touches the watch, and it reveals Megamind. You know what I mean? This whole time, everybody in the restaurant's like,
Your baby starts crying and everything. I mean, so secrets out. It's been Megamind all along. She's obviously extremely upset. Walks out the restaurant, starts pelting her rain because it's raining. All the dehydrated things start rehydrating and popping up like cats and bags of rubbish.
Which was quite smart as well, wasn't it? Because it was like once he's revealed, everything's been revealed. You know what I mean?
Aye.
And a part of that as well, Titan sees Roxanne and Bernard in the restaurant together.
Aye, so he's obviously double knocked back, man. He sees that she's already seen somebody.
Aye.
As he calls him, the intellectual dweeb.
Yeah, but it's the whole thing. Megamind, Roxanne speaking to Megamind, and she's like, "What did you think was going to happen between us and all that?" And it's like heartbreak for Megamind, isn't it?
He does this. He just looks.
You're
like, oh, Wayne.
Oh, the Wayne.
Especially after she says to me after, "Do you really think I would ever be with you? You bitch."
Aye.
And I go ahead and say it, you're a bitch.
But that rejection turns him bad again, doesn't it?
Aye, it's just nothing to lose. He thinks, let's just stick to the plan. So he goes back to the evil lair and he shouts, he thinks Minion's going to be there, but his nose says, "Okay, Minion, you were right. I was less right." But Minion's not there. So the brain thoughts come, ow, ow. He goes, "You there, bring out the Black Mamba." And a cool wee scene when they put the cape on him and buffer his head and put the eyeliner on and pull up his spandex trousers and all that, man.
And it has to dig out his arse.
The way in it's got the operatics behind it going, "Black Mamba, Black Mamba."
Oh, brilliant, man. But then the next thing is the next thing you see, it's this big robot into it, charging through the city. Because this is the showdown day. Yeah. It's just then he goes to City Hall and announces Titan, this is our showdown. And it's just Titan doesn't appear and you see him playing with a motor and all that. And people have all left, you know what I mean? It was going to be this big showdown. But then he goes to
Houses.
House. Like, where were you? We were supposed to have this big showdown and all that. And
Hey, Megamind. Very man I wanted to see. Also, there's a door here.
Aye. He's just like, he's looking at all his apartment into it, and it's all full of money, stuff he's stolen on that, and he's like, no, you're supposed to be the good man.
That's it. She sees all this stuff, goes, no, this isn't right. You're the good guy. I'm the evil genius. We have a fight. You take me to jail. That's how it goes, and all that. And then he says, no, why be bothered with all that noise? He says, being a hero's too hard. Plus, my love interest has been seeing some intellectual dweeb. He goes like, blah, blah, blah. That's why I made you. He goes like, what? You never made me. Space Dad says, I'm your Space Dad. He does the watch. He goes, be more like Metro Man. He's like, oh! You're taking a man. He goes, you don't like that, huh? Well, that intellectual dweeb that Roxanne was seeing all day was...
It's also me.
And we were smooching up a storm. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You're dead. Yes. How I've missed this.
And it starts with they two fighting, doesn't it? Him sneaking about and just see just a stupid laugh, man.
Oh, the hero strikes the first blow, but people reply from the backhand.
Oh, brilliant, man.
Say, man, he's chasing them, and he just starts ducking in behind buildings and all that. Sneak the big robot.
Aye.
Then they have their fight, the lampposts, the fence.
Just now we have a back and forth, and it cuts to Hal, and he's just I don't know how to work with that.
This is for making a fool out of me. And this is for Space Dad. This is for Space Mom. You lied to her. I don't think Space Mom's a real person. Space Dad, I'm sorry. Right. He's like fighting shoes. He's like, oh, that was most invigorating. He says, you may take me to jail now. He says, no, I really enjoyed that. He says, but I do have a few notes. He goes like, notes? He says, yeah, you can take me to jail now. He went, no, I was thinking more like the morgue. And that's when Megamind tipples goes, no, that's not how you play the game. He's like, over.
Exactly, and as it realises in it, he's like he's merely a villain than anything else. You know what I mean? And it's just it looks on his dash, see if he's big robot, and it's like, in case of trouble, press this button. You know what I mean? Hits this red button and it gets fired at the arse of the boat, the robot.
Even at that, he's no safe. He's mid-air ready to get into traffic. He's like, brain bots! Let's come and get him. And they're driving the city through an explosion and all that kind of stuff. And Hal's just about to do him in. And he's like, initiate the failsafe.
And it's gets shot in it's like the big Hulk buster thing into it. And the Avengers, it's just a big containment box thing. It's made out of copper. And he's like, oh, ha ha ha, this is how I get rid of Metro Man. But obviously Titan punches through it and it's just, oh.
The very same substance I used to defeat. Bang! I told you to stop comparing me to Metro Man. But click big bottom, Megamind gets away and he shouts, you can run, Megamind, but you can't hide. And then one of the wee citizens, oh, we're saved. What's your new name's saviour? Titan. And I wouldn't say saved, I'd say under new management. He just flicks the wee guy away, man, then just goes on a wee rampage. He's losing his laser eyes on everything, doesn't he?
That's it. He's now the new big baddie of Metro City. And Megamind goes to Roxanne's apartment. It's like, oh, help me, I need help now. She's like, how did you get by the doorman? And he goes like, puts him through the door. She's like, oh.
Carlos. Why did you come here? Because you're the smartest person I know. Says there, says, look, I need your help. Was there anywhere that Metro Man had a fortress of solitude or a hideout or something like that? So they drive away, and while they're driving, he's like, did you ever look back that night you dumped me on my own in the rain? No. He puts the brakes on and smacks his head up, watching. Oh, my giant blue head.
Aye. And then that's when you see the old school, isn't it? Or school, as he says. And he's like, oh, this is where he hid it all these years. And they go down, and it's just Metro Man's man cave in it.
Obviously, the wee schoolhouse is that size. When he goes inside it, it's down corridors and stairs and big lavish room with like chandeliers and Metro Man memorabilia and outfits and stuff. So they spread out, and then she goes, Megamind, quick, come see. He just appears, he falls in his arse, and he gets back up, he's got one of Metro Man's capes on. What did you find?
It's a glass, isn't it, with the condensation going down it, so it's obviously just been poured. And then the next thing you see Metro Man from behind him in it, he's got a beard and all this. He's just living his best life.
Realises he's been rumbled, tries to sneak away, but stands in the one blooming crooked floorboard, obviously, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That his others couldn't have flew him over it. It's happy.
It's just that, oh. But you're dead. He's like, are you a ghost? Speak, apparition.
Aye. It's just seeing the two of them go at that. He just goes, hey.
Oh, brilliant, man. That's when he divulges into it that he faked his own death because he was fed up of not having a choice. You know what I mean? He had to be the saviour and all that stuff. Says that he used his super speed, and he's like reading books and looking at this and blah 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 blah. And he's like, so I just decided to fake my death because I wanted my own choice.
That's exactly.
What's hilarious about it? Roxanne goes off on that, and she just starts picking up things and whacking them with it, and he's just standing there.
There's not that bouncing off him because he goes like that. He says it was at that moment he realised that Metro Man was dead and Music Man was born. Check it out. I have eyes that can see right through there. And he's pure out of tune. And then Metro Man goes, granted, you have talent. But there's a madman on the loose.
Oh,
says, no, he knows his own way can help. He goes, look, I'm finished, I'm done. You know what I mean? He says, look within yourself and all that. Good always comes over evil. Just look within yourself, can I? Just basically told him, no, I'm not helping you.
Aye. They decide to leave, and Roxanne's like, so what's the plan, Megamind, and all this? But Megamind's gave up on it. He's like, nah.
She's finished. Up to the next step. She's, let's go back to evil there, get some laser guns and just go gangster on him. Why bother, know what I mean? And you, as you just pointed out there, takes himself away back to jail, just walks in the front door.
Yeah. It cuts back to the city, I know, isn't it? And Titan, he's lasered. What is it? Titanville or something, but he spelt it wrong.
And poor minions in his wee one bedroom flat, just sitting watching it on the telly.
Aye. Oh, it's the end of days, right enough.
It is Metro City or Metrocity is in turmoil. So
Roxanne goes to the city anyway, isn't it? She's got to confront Titan. She's
got to try and appeal to Hal's good nature.
Aye.
That's the work, man.
Aye. And then it's like roles reversed, isn't it? The next thing she's kidnapped on top of this big tower, and Titan's telling Megamind, "Oh, you need to come rescue her." Know what I mean? Meanwhile, Megamind's back in prison for some reason.
I walked in. He just walked in.
Aye.
Couldn't do anything else. So, as you say, rules reversed. Says, if you ever want to see it again, meet me at the Metro Tower, I think it's called. And then Roxanne goes like, please, Megamind, the city needs you. I need you. And he's like, Warden, let me out. Well, no, bit of back and forth. And why would you want to go? He says, and he opens up. And that's when the warden just changes to Minion. It's been Minion all along.
Aye.
Minion.
What is it? You stupendous fish or something?
Aye, fantastic fish show. Well, the break out, they're just walking down, they're having a laugh and all that, and the warden shouts, good luck, fellas. We're going to die.
Oh, brilliant, man. But aye, they go to Metro City to rescue. Aye, you rescue Roxanne, and that's when you get the big entrance. Know what I mean?
Guns N' Roses, welcome. And it's just big, giant, huge Megamind heat. Opens it smooth, the turn, and then Megamind comes out. What's the difference between us? Presentation!
Aye. What you say is the animation for that bit was quality and all, man, because it's like a big, he arrives and he's a big heat himself made up of the wee robots in it.
Brilliant. Then he gets on his mad wee powered bike thing. Hal tries to go and get him, but misses him and goes into the big flying heat, and it shuts it smooth and shows him. And he gets Roxanne by this time and gets away in the.
Aye, when he's escaping, obviously Titan breaks out of the robots and decides to rip off the top bit of this tower. Know what I mean? He's ripped the heat right off it there. And then he throws it at Megamind and Roxanne, didn't he?
Yes.
See with the animation with that as well, is that's gliding through the streets, hitting buildings and knocking buildings at them. That's how I say to you, I know. You were like, oh, nobody dies in this. I was like, you mean to tell me nobody died in that collateral as damage? Nah.
Because the thousands have fled the city, remember?
Nah. Rejecting it.
I'm having it. So the bike's been damaged, they're trying to get away. So Megamind grabs Roxanne, flings her onto a canopy, a shop, she lands safely. And unfortunately, the tower still coming like a projectile missile and obviously gets Megamind in it.
Aye. The next thing, Roxanne looks up, sees that Megamind's lying at a fountain, like the tip of the buildings hit him, and Titan's like, oh, that was easy. And he goes, there's just one more problem. And he goes to hit Roxanne with a bus. It's a bus in it.
Aye.
And then as he throws that, the bus hops in two, and Metro Man's standing there.
Please, have a little more respect for public transportation. You came back. I never should have left. And obviously, first time you've seen this, you're not cotton on, but it isn't him.
Aye. Well, that's it. Aye, because he starts chasing Titan about into it, and Roxanne runs out of who she thinks is Megamind.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like doing the dramatic death thing.
Well, before he changes, you're still a hero. And he turns a watch on, and it's Minion. He goes, he's the real hero. And then that's when that's no Metro Man, it's Megamind. And then you just see the watch on his.
Aye, so he's chasing Titan about, and Titan's panicking and all that, isn't he? And he just gives him an ultimatum: don't come back to Metrocity. And he disappears. And it's like, oh, save the day, blah, blah, blah. And Roxanne presses the watch and reveals that it's Megamind again, so all the city can see him. It's like, oh, how did you know?
He's the hero. And then he just Titan's wee voice. Pretty sneaky, sis. But there's only one person that says the word Metrocity. You. Oh. Not that, but he just smashes on his face.
Aye, that's it. Aye. try to defeat Titan, and it's just not working. And then he takes him high up, doesn't he? And he's like,
Before they're having a wee bit of a fight, and Roxanne says, "Remember that night I dumped you? You want to discuss this now?" And I did look, well, okay. And I think you should look back right now. And he looks back and he's, oh, I get it. It's invisible water. He knows the gun's in there to defuse the powers for Hal. Jumps in. Hal can't see it, obviously. Don't know why. But he knows he finds it, obviously. It rips the door off. There's Megamind, but Megamind's behind the door. And then the door loses its invisibility and he just puts the window lock on. Enjoy your flight. Way up high, didn't he?
That's it. And it's like the opening to the film. It's Megamind throwing through the air with this gun. And he's practically going to die, isn't he? You know what I mean?
That's it.
But he gets this idea to use his own dehydration gun on himself, shrink himself down so he doesn't obviously splat everywhere and land in the fountain. So when he does that, he rehydrates with his gun, and he sticks up Hal's nose, didn't he?
Just about as Hal is just about to like Homelander, Roxanne Rich, you know what I mean, with the eyes.
Aye.
And it rehydrates when the gun goes, oh no. Diffuses all the powers at him, man.
Aye, that's it, and that's him beat Titan in it. Hal goes back to his normal self, and all the city again sees that it's Megamind that saved them and all that. But meanwhile, Minion's having this dramatic death.
I'm warm and cold, and it's light and dark. Oh, what is he like? He just flings him into the fountain. Oh, I'm okay. Guess all I needed was the same. Clap, Minion. Look at that face. Look at that face.
That's one of the best bits. I know he's just like that soon. He's like, oh, you saved the city and all that, and all the citizens all come in like, hey, and he whips out 2 guns. Get back, you savages!
It's okay. He's just not used to praise. And then right to the end, and he's at the same way Metro Man came in for his museum. He comes through the brick wall. He goes, everybody put your hands in the air. And they'll go, yeah. He goes, now give me your wallets. And they'll go, oh, I'm just kidding.
Aye, that's practically the way it ends, isn't it? It's just, he opens the museum. He gets Roxanne, that's his girlfriend, I take it now. And Metro Man's in the crowd watching him.
Way to go, buddy.
Aye. And that's...
And get the big robot with the biggest kettle blaster in the world.
Where's it it plays? Is it Hangman? Oh, Michael Jackson, bad.
They thought it would be good to put a Michael Jackson song at the end of a children's animation. You know? And that's how it ends. And that was Megamind. And brilliant, man.
Aye. You know word for word, Craig.
I know. And I did. I kind of took over more than usual, and I do apologise. But getting pure excited about it when I shouldn't really. I should want to tear my ears and eyes off every time I hear it. But it's good.
You're going to watch it again.
I'll need to try and put it in the back burner for a few months, man. Because I actually watched it last. I sat and watched it to do my notes. I was kind of a bit tired of it, you know what I mean? And I'm watching it with the boys. They're still doing stuff. You're not tuning right in, but brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And I just don't think it ever get the credit it deserves. But did a bit of research last night, and I found out that DreamWorks are actually in the process of trying to push through a Megamind series. It's been kind of an ongoing thing, start and stop for a long time, but apparently it's at the crux of happening. So look forward to that, although I would imagine it wouldn't be Will Ferrell doing the voice, which would be a bit of a bummer.
Aye. Well, that's it as well. See, before they actually made this an animated cartoon, they were actually thinking about making it a live action movie.
I was not aware of that.
Aye, so there you go there. But
so out of 10, mate.
Oh, I'll get a
Solid 8. Solid 8 out of 10 for me.
8 out of 10. I'll get a 7.5. Because listen,
That's fair.
you can't beat Lion King, mate. That's
You can.
simple as that. No, you can't.
Can be. Can.
No. No.
Peter Pan. Peter Pan.
Peter Pan is
Original Peter. Brilliant. Absolutely. No argument. I'm just right. Know that.
You just
Anyway,
need to,
no.
you need to come to terms with that you're a liar here.
You come to terms that you're brain damaged.
Well,
So, folks, that was DreamWorks' adaptation called Megamind. It's absolutely fabulous, and it blows The Lion King right out the water.
off the
Next.
fish.
Next, big man, kind of, unless you've got something you want to do off the bat, might depend on whether you go to the pictures in the next 2 days or not. But what's your thinking for episode 19?
Well, I'm thinking Bullet Train. Sticking with Brad Pitt, you see, because it'll come out. What's that? 3 days or something for now?
Aye, but it's a week a day ago, so it'll be after that. It'll be after 6.
So we'll see.
But, want to go with that then?
We'll see. If it doesn't happen, then there will be a backup.
Oh, I need to know. We'll
I'm going to go and see it, definitely.
I'm booked in for a week today.
That's Cushty then. Cushty. We'll do Bullet
Right.
Train.
We'll go. You're right, cool. Because if you don't, I'm totally. I don't know what's happening. What's going
Right,
on?
now who's the villain?
I know. So, spoiler review for Villa Train. Which Villa Train? Don't. Spoiler review for Bullet Train will be done by both Christopher and myself a week past today, so maybe in 7 or 8 days. I can't even mind what time I'm going. I think it's night time, so can't even do it at night. So it'll probably be on Monday, which is the 7th or 6th. Doesn't matter. We'll get it done.
Aye.
Spoiler review of that. Early indications for me suggest, and I'm only going on the trailer. I'm thinking the trailer might have the best bits in it, and this is going to be a huge letdown. I hope I'm wrong, because it's some PR, man. I mean, it's already good at CinemaCon and all that. They let the critics see it and stuff. So, what do you think about it? I think you look forward to it.
I think it's just got to be John Wick with a bit of humour tossed in there.
I hope so. I'm glad he's in it. Kick-ass.
Aye, Aaron Taylor Johnson. Is that his name?
Never. I always want to say Justin Levitt. Woman, I don't know why.
Gordon Levitt.
Yeah, I say his name. It's because it's triple barreled names. I've got a problem with it. I like him. I like him a lot. He's going to be Kang as well, isn't he?
I'm not sure. Because there is.
I was talking about it. Well, I'm maybe just talking through a hole in my bottom. But I do like him as an actor. I thought Kick-Ass, the 2 Kick-Ass movies were excellent. I thoroughly enjoyed them. Thought they were great, man. But Bullet Train, aye.
We'll see how it goes.
But I better get back to it and wish you all a good day. And I'll get this out very shortly, mate. All right.
Yes. Well, cheery bye, everybody.
All right. Cheery bye.
And action!
You disgust me. Grow up.